Hey everybody, Tequila Friday. I'm Ravenna Miceli, Oh Wow Radio, representing our Cleveland Browns in my Bow Oh Wow t-shirt because they actually won their first preseason game, so we're very psyched. And I'm here with, celebrating Tequila Friday with me, Vanessa Collier. She doesn't drink, but I've already had my shot, so here we are. Vanessa Collier is a sax phenom. And when you were here last year, you just blew me away. I didn't know what to expect. And your stage presence and your command of the audience and your connection with them is expected from somebody a lot older than you. How did you establish this amazing rapport and professionalism so early on in your career?
A lot of it has just come from doing so many gigs, but really my foundation kind of came in Berkeley. I took this class with Livingston Taylor, which was stage performance.
He's an old friend of mine.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so he talks about just watching your lyrics land, watching your notes land, all these little things, watching how you move your arms and your body, and it makes sure you look and connect with the audience members. And I took it to heart and kind of have practiced it along the way.
Liv knows a little something about music.
Bit of something, yeah.
Yeah, I know him from way back, Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah. Of course, yeah.
And his brother James.
Yes.
Well, you know, Vanessa went to the Berklee College of Music, a very prestigious music school in Boston, where I spent some time. Yeah. And I know Livingston Taylor lives in Boston too. So, wow, cutting your chops with Liv Taylor, that's very impressive. He gave you some great advice because, as I said, your command of the audience and the stage just blew everybody away. People were on their feet, and I don't want to spoil what Vanessa does in the concert because it's just so unique. It's really old school what you do.
Thank you.
So where did you get your sensibility with the blues and soul and funk?
Sure. I mean, I loved it. I grew up with a lot of it. And then, again, like I spent a year on the road with Joe Louis Walker and kind of got my feet wet with him. And then I like studying all the old traditional stuff, you know, and taking all the tradition, you know, paying the tradition forward, and then also bringing it forward and doing it my own way. So
that's what the blues is all about.
Absolutely.
Really. It's just steeped in American tradition.
Yeah.
And you did a Bonnie Raitt tune that really blew me away. I was like, "Oh, you out, Bonnie, Bonnie." She's one of my favorites too.
Yes.
But the album "Honey Up," that's your last album because you have about 4 albums. I
3
think.
out. Yeah. Working on a 4th.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Well, we put it on ohwow.radio in 24/7 rotation, but we have a blues show every Saturday night, 9 to midnight, called Blues Time with blues guitarist Alan Green. So he's got some blues street creds, and it's a great show. It really helps when you're steeped in the blues to get the communication across about what you're coming from with the blues on the radio or on stage. And you had so many good songs on Honey Up, but one of my favorites that you did when you were on stage, and that kind of blew me away, was Sweating Like a Pig. Tell the story.
So that I wrote a song about my first big gig under my own name out of town. So it was this festival in South Carolina called the Festival of Discovery, and Gary Irwin of Shrimp City Slim, he runs it. And we were, you know, drove down in my little Honda Pilot, all 5 of us crammed into this thing with all the gear, and drove the 8 hours down or whatever, and stepped out and it's like 100 and something degrees, you know, ridiculous. The humidity levels out the roof, you know. And so I was standing up on stage just like completely drenched, sweat through my clothes, and I said something to the audience like, "Man, I'm up here sweating like a pig, y'all." And this guy from the back, he yells out, he's like, "Yeah, but you're singing like an angel." And so I had held on to that phrase. I was like, man, I've never heard that before. It's very Southern. And then, you know, 3 years later, I was like writing this record, and I want to write whatever that song is, and it turned into sort of a New Orleans style blues.
Inspiration comes from odd places. Yeah, that's really cool. Well, we love the album, and it's called Honey Up, but your first album was called
Heart, Soul, and Saxophone.
I love that title, Heart, Soul, and Saxophone. Okay, so I'm assuming you play a tenor sax.
I play alto tenor, and I have a soprano in there too.
Ooh, wow. So you're a multi-instrumentalist. I know you started with piano, you play the organ. And,
yeah.
A
little guitar.
Yeah, you were playing some other instruments on stage too. It's like, wow, there is more to Vanessa than meets the eye. But you were just so amazing on stage. I keep saying that because from the depth of your soul, girl, you got the blues.
Thank you.
Where did you get it? From your parents?
I have no idea. I
That's
know
amazing.
in 6th grade we had jazz band, and the first thing we did is like 6:30 in the morning. It's so harsh. But we played the 12-bar blues, and it was just like, it made it brightened my whole day. And
There's a blues band called 12 Bar Blues.
There you go.
Yeah.
Should be.
Well, this is fun sitting here at the Music Box. Look at these boats going by, you know, tugboats
gorgeous.
and luxury liners. This is pretty cool. And we'll see a freighter go by, I'm sure,
Yeah.
once you do your show. There's one moving right there.
All right.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive on the banks of the Cuyahoga River.
It's gorgeous.
And you've got all these great instruments. I see you have the reed on there.
I do.
And it's a little humid here. Does that affect
That's
the way
a
you
good
play?
thing for me.
Is it?
Yes,
Wow.
it helps keep the reeds from drying out.
Wow. And so, okay, you went to the Berklee College of Music. You have 2 degrees.
I do. Yeah.
Tell us about that.
So the first degree is in saxophone performance, and the second is music production and engineering. So it's kind of learning from both sides of the glass to make a record. So both as a player, working with a producer and an engineer, and also as a producer and engineer working with musicians.
This girl's got it all. She's got it all together. How about business? Are you the business manager? Or?
I actually have a business manager and
Okay.
a booking agent, but all the social media, everything that is outward, the website, that's all me. I always take care of those things.
Pretty
so
hands-on
most of the
these
businesses,
days.
yeah. I like that. You get to like say what you want to say, and it's all representative of who you want to be as an artist.
In your words.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Hey, we're wrapping it up here with Vanessa Collier. She's going to blow the doors off this place at the Music Box tonight, that's for sure. And I know you'll be back. But could you take us out with a couple of bars?
Yeah.